Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the show. It's been a minute. I've been AWOL for a while, but hey, better late than never. We've got a lot of stuff working in the background, so we had to take time off to sort them out. But yeah, today we've got a big one, a big one. This guy that I'm going to bring on. In fact, I've got two people that I'm going to introduce it to you guys today. One of them is one of the upcoming stars in the Nigerian basketball scene. He's made a name for himself. And funny thing is, he's one of those guys I used to beat back then, but nah, I don't know if I go fit sleep till I be play pass. And then I've got Timmy Anako
Like,
doing
you
great.
will still sabi play.
Shut up, shut up. Don't even start with me. Don't start with me. But yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you guys for joining in, brothers. I really appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having us, man. It's good to be here.
Yeah, we're missing my
It's supposed to be
co-host
no,
Valentine,
no.
but he had something important to do,
Uh,
so we're going to catch up on him some other time. But yeah, how are you guys been? How's night treating y'all? How's everything going back home? It's been a minute.
Hilary, talk first, though.
uh, please do the now you be my organ now.
This guy.
Please, you know I'll be shy. Okay, so it's been nice. At least we see the six swallow chop now. So I feel it's Nigeria advantage you get.
Who talks here? I do this
But I
swallow
don't
chop
mind.
for you.
I did see swallow chop.
Now me they
Okay,
make my own swallow by myself. Oh. No allow them.
okay. No, understand that. But man, we did alright. We did alright. We shall thank God. Everywhere just the push up.
Great stuff.
Or
Mm.
not just cool. It's hot right now, Sha, but like
Hmm. Very hot.
Yeah.
liquid, bro.
It's hella cold on here. It's at this time of the year we expect that the sun should come out and people getting ready for summer and all that. But brother, it is hella cold. In fact, it's about to rain in a minute. But
Uh,
yeah,
Ah, it's
ah,
kind of confusing weather with that.
it is what it is. Before we get on to you, Michael, I want to talk to Timmy a little bit. You guys have done something remarkable with showing basketball the standard at which basketball should be portrayed to the world back home in Nigeria with the Hoopdreams initiative. Now, just give me a little background on how that started. I know he is one of the guys that really is one of the front runners of the program, but you're also up there with a lot of the producing and creative ideas. So just give me a background on how that started off.
um, okay. So Hoop Dreams was a collaborative effort, like you said, Ian's front running it. And we still have a couple of other people like behind the scenes, Captain, Chinelo, like a ton of people, JJ. So the whole idea was to come together and um just push basketball, right? Like we usually play ball at 1004 in VI, and
Yeah.
then it was more of a thing of we're just recording our friends playing, we're just posting it online. Let's do some tournaments, let's see who can get involved in this and that. And then it just started growing to the point where we realized that basketball isn't just the pickup games that we have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday mornings, all those kinds of runs. There are communities that are tied to the game, especially in Lagos. And with that, we've been able to bring people in, organize games with other communities, and yeah, just push the sports on the internet, basically how overtime and ball is life is abroad. So we've been able to do a little bit of that. But to be honest, I'm actually right now not really into Hoop Dreams anymore. I've taken a step back from it. Yeah, I've taken a step back from it, but you know, I'm still in the basketball space and trying to do other things, to help the sport because it's what I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about Hoop Dreams.
But we've got to look out for each other because in order for the game, the standard at which we want to hold this to grow, it's all on us. It's all on us. But yeah, great one, man. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of this interview. Mr. Michael Daramola. So
Yeah.
you've grown so much from the last time I had to play against you. So I have seen a lot of changes in your game, the way you've developed yourself into who you are today. But before we even get into that, let's talk about the journey to this point. The first time I really got to meet you was you played for Police Baton Academy back in the day. Now let's talk about that experience growing up playing under Coach Mark, who was one of the leading coaches back in Nigeria and during that time running the academy.
Yeah, so Coach Mark is like how do I say is one of the biggest and like that helped my basketball because back in the day I was friends with my big dad, so I didn't really want to even play basketball, so it was like this was fun. Come now, let him come, let me train him. So that's how I started. I started primary school for a bit, then I stopped till I was in secondary school again. I think I was in SS2 or SS3 then. That's when I started again. So the experience with police battle, I didn't really play like when we were in the league. I didn't really get a lot of playing time, but going uh, going from Division 1, so I was part of the players that like part of the major players though. Though I wasn't really experienced then, but I could do a lot. I could do some things that help the team. Then, what else?
Why are you trying to undermine yourself? You're saying you're not really you could do some things to help the team. Like I did not play against that team.
He's always trying to
I'm
be
not.
humble. He's always trying to be humble.
No,
That's one thing about this lyric.
I'm not. I'm not. It's just the truth. What could I do then? You know, be to just dunk and catch rebound, maybe
Mm,
drive.
mm.
What else? I can't remember like that. But
I
anyhow, Sha, so thanks to Coach Mark, though, he's the one that found me. So and God, because without God, can't do it. So I
obviously.
have uh, I have a lot to pay back to the Rookies Academy. Hopefully, going forward, God help me, I can give back to the Rookies Academy, even basketball in general in Nigeria. So that's just the aim moving forward.
Yeah, I know like back then what really highlighted your game was your ability to get on the ground. Like everyone wanted to see you jump. I don't
Yeah.
think you still have that kind of leap in you. I'm just saying the
Yes.
last time I saw you really
Okay.
I beg you, I've seen him do more exciting things than what I see every now and then.
I don't
But
know.
I can say
Who,
maybe
who
it's
they
with
jump up?
the way you've developed your game naturally as athletes. Your game tends to change when you get a little
Yeah.
more. You introduce a little more things to your game, so you don't have to use that your physical attribute as much anymore because now you can get to the basket in different ways. You can still get the kind of points you want to get without being the most athletic guy in the gym. But yeah, like I said, I noticed if you still dey jump like that, bro. It is what it is.
Eh, and I come contest if I
you
dey
know,
jump.
say I know they fear. You think you know say I know they fear.
No, even right now I get PTSD. Sef. I know dey work those time anyways. For now, I still dey try. I don't know another matter. Abeg.
This guy said he has PTSD
I
from
God no
committing
kill me.
murder. Timmy, is that not the
Ah,
first time we hear something like that? From committing murder, you have
no,
PTSD.
not for mother.
Uh-uh. Is that
No,
not
no,
murder?
no, no, no. Actually, it's not for mother. Did you see the video? Did you see the video where I fell? Did you see the video where I fell?
Who dumped on you?
I fell. I landed badly. Like I tried to go if go to
The
on the
double
fast
clutch
break, I was
or
trying to
what?
dunk on the fast break recently now. I think that was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's almost 3 weeks now. So I was trying to like then the guy just knocked me off my balance a little. It wasn't a foul though, but his body just hit my body a little. I was trying to hold the rim, I couldn't hold the rim. Then I tumbled, I landed on my head. Then like so
Okay. Well, I'm not going to sympathize with you. You've done a lot worse to people, so
Nah, he
I
was murdering
I
people. He murdered people.
I let him off.
But yeah, moving forward, like I said, with your game and your development so far, we've seen you perform on some of the biggest stages of in Africa, and hopefully in the next few years, you're definitely going to be showing your talent to a much larger stage, right? But so far, what have been your biggest influences on your development? Those guys, or it doesn't have
Okay.
to be people that you see on a daily basis, but those people that you look out to and say, okay, these guys, I want to be like them, or you can chat with on a regular basis.
Yeah.
That okay, let's get to a different level on this. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the starting from like I said earlier, Coach Mark was a very big hand in my basketball development. As fundamental, he taught me everything. And after I met Coach Waka really, no, I'm not going to lie, that man really, he really did something for me. Like, what he did mainly for me was my shooting because at some point I had different shooting form. Like, so today I will shoot like Lozo. I want to shoot like Lozo, but I want to shoot like, so he took me back, like, hey, yo, go and start from beginning again. Like, when we were playing, because there was this camp we did that he just hosted like some elite guys and took us to his house. Train. Yeah, it was the over camp. So after that camp, we'll be playing 3-on-3 like normal street ball. Then you see me, I'll carry the ball, oh, wait, jump. Everywhere like, is this guy mad? So that was when I started like getting a better feel of my shot, good shooting. No, I'm not. I'm still trying to. I don't want to make out to fall and say this thing, but I'm getting there, sha. So, who else? Who else? I'll say during the national team, another major impact was the guys like we met starting from the pre-Olympics. You know, those guys, those professionals like Mike Eric, like he gets to talk to me about how um how the game is over there, like how you should put yourself, like how to find what's comfortable for you on the court so you
Mm-hmm.
can get easy buckets. And I just noticed that after like after those national teams, I was playing like a little bit more at a more controlled pace. Like that's what I really want to even be playing like when I watch these professionals, I see how they play. Like they are not trying to like run or trying to beat you fast. They are
Yeah.
trying to get to their spot every time. And if somebody is there, you see they are making a good read, they are passing the ball. That. So watching those guys, that played another part in improvement in my basketball. And I think coach Coach Abdurrahman too, I have to like give him his flowers too because going, we've been on national team for like how many times? I think
You
four
see,
times. And
you've been going on national team. You had to even do like this to remember. Say, it be
I
like
don't,
say, it be like say they don't.
I beg you more. So, Coach Abdurrahman, like I see some, you know, good basketball IQ that I don't see normally that I've learned just from him. Like even I see myself playing four positions, then I see I'm playing. I'm explaining to someone that is somebody bigger than me that, oh, you should do this, you should do this. Because I didn't just learn it on my own. It was
Yeah.
what I got from Coach Abdurrahman. So yeah. And now I want to be top one man. Don't tell anybody. There's one man I want to be playing like now.
No worry, we'll not tell anybody. Don't say it.
It's a
See that
secret.
one, Dimajirosa. I'm confused. I'm confused that Dimajirosa and Anthony Edwards, but that's Edwards. We team for you. I know how about you do, but that aside, those are the guys that I like. I try to like watch and
Yeah.
try to like they
See,
something close to what they do.
I I just want to chip in something before we go on. You said so
Yeah,
I want you to classify yourself as a professional as well, because
yeah,
although you are still young, you are a professional, my guy. For what you've been able to accomplish, you are a professional. You played at a level that a lot of people have not, they look to play on, and you've been able to prove your mantle. That's why you're there. So don't look at others and say, oh, these guys are professionals. Yes, they may play differently. They may play at a certain level that you also want to get to. But you as well, right now, you're a professional. So always call yourself a professional, regardless of what it
yeah,
is. You are a professional.
yeah.
Timmy, I'm going to put this question to you quickly. Ever since you met Michael, like, what stands out in his game that you've noticed?
And okay, let me give you a small story. So I remember one of the first times I met him, I used to organize runs in my high school after I left. Like we just go there, use the court and stuff. And then he came in with one of my friends, True. So because Chu was trying to play basketball at the time, and that's how we met Illyria and all those things.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, me, like, I'm nice. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm nice. And so I'm used to the competition that comes every weekend to play ball. Next thing you know, this guy comes, I'm shooting the ball, and like my shot, I don't know what was going on that day. My shots were going in, but this guy, when he was shooting, there was just something different, right? And he was taking it easy. After the games ended, I just saw him jumping. I was like, bro, what's this guy on, man? Bro was steadily clearing the rim each time, and he looked so effortless. So one thing that the first time I met him, and this was a couple years ago, the first thing that stood out was his athleticism. Like, and also, like recently, I noticed that his game has become more polished. I think
Yeah.
in because I watch him play in runs during practice. He paces himself when he's playing basketball now, when
Yeah.
he tries to control the game. His full work has also gotten better, and his shooting too. Like like you say, he's a pro. When he shoots, he's a pro. Like when he's warming up, pros don't miss, or when they miss, maybe they miss one.
Oh,
When he
man,
They
goes,
you
don't they don't miss twice in a row.
they'll miss twice. Exactly. I've seen him warm up. I've seen his game evolve, and I think there's still a lot of stuff for him to do, but where he is now, he's head and shoulders above a lot of people in
Facts.
the space.
Facts. I
And
totally I totally agree with that. Well, yeah. Mike, what is a day in the life of for you, Michael? Like, what is your regular routine? Where I still understand that you are still a student, Unilag is stressing your life out, but it is what it is. I know you stopped being a student athlete. I was there before, but how
know,
do you go through your day? How do you plan your day on a regular basis?
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the planning part. I just wake up. Uh, I look at that school group chat. Which class? I'll try to look for the class that I can just. So let me just see this one out today. So, but basically, I just I wake up in the morning, classes. Days that I don't have classes, I try to like go use the court in the morning. And this was more recent though. This is not something that has been from my classes. This was I started this year. Then sometime before the last competition we played in Lagos. So that was my routine. Like I also did like keep my body in a very good condition. So a day in the life is I just wake up in the morning, go shoot around, then I'm back. Um, let's say 11 tops. I try to get rest, like sleep if I don't have
You
classes.
rest. You rest
Yes.
in this
The
time and
rest though,
age. You rest.
I no go kill myself. So I think most of my classes this past semester were like from 11, 12.
Oh, okay.
Let's say 12 to the next one will be like till 4. So I think during the week you only had like one class that it gets to 4. The other one they had to like the lecturer was not always available. So I will just go for the classes if I can go sometimes. I only go lie, I
Don't
just go
worry. You don't need
downstairs.
to. You don't need to tell us. We
We
self.
get it. We get it.
We start plenty classes.
I mean, I
So,
didn't though,
so
but like,
Oh, please go
I
away.
didn't. But okay.
You didn't start. You didn't start classes. Hey, may I start classes like crazy? Oh.
I dey start oo, I no go even lie. So 4 o'clock gym, then after gym look for food. Food, man, that's the main problem with that and around that school. Yo, a lot of us are malnourished in that school. Jesus, it doesn't. Even if you have money, you can't just eat something that's nice. Is rinse and repeat rice, spaghetti, eba, or any swallow. So you just have to like arrange it again the next day. And God will help us. So that's just basically it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy. Well, how have you been able to balance it out? Like you going to school and still playing professionally for one of the top teams back home, and then you get invited to play on the national team. I know that takes a toll on us naturally. So, is there a trick that you've been able to? I don't get it. Is there a system you put in place that okay, if this comes around, I can do this? Unilag too, do
Yeah.
they give you exemptions since you'll be out of school in periods where you're representing a national team?
They don't really give us any exemption, but the course advisor I have, he understands that we have to like do this. So the little you can do, the ones you can do, he helps us. Like the last one we went to Tunisia, we had exams around that period. I had to sign my docket, and I was not around. So it was like everybody should sign their docket. So he had passed the deadline. So I had to like test him, like, sir, please, you have to like, he was like, go, 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 go. Because he knows already. So when I came back, I still signed there. But you see, I even missed some exam last year because of, we have to go for, I think we went to Ivory Coast then, I don't know, say Ivory Coast. Yeah, I think it's Ivory Coast. Yeah, because Ivory Coast, we weren't sure exactly, but we're in training for like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So, so that was when, so he just does the little he can do. Then I have classmates that help me, like, you know, assignment or this thing. I have to like, sort small
Yeah.
sometimes.
Don't worry, I
Yeah.
understand. Because it's I think one thing for most of our student athletes back home, and I not just student athletes, like regardless of what walk of life you're in, as long as you play basketball, you are not given as much leverage as you would expect. Because for one, you're representing the
Mm,
country. You should be given a little pass on that. I know it is difficult for most organizations to understand that, oh, you are doing something aside from what you've chosen to do, like whether it's your job or it's your
yeah,
school like yourself. But you should be given a pass. And maybe it's just me thinking out loud. Yeah, for Christ's sake, it's the national team. Green, white, green.
mm,
That's what we all stand out for. But people they don't understand it. And it's crazy to me.
yeah.
Or do you think like it's because basketball does not have the same kind of rep that we've got with football or something?
Yeah, I think that plays a part too. I think that even plays a major part because if let's say we have a system where people watch basketball on TV, like even football, people watch football on TV, but it's not like people pay attention in like to that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will still prefer to go and watch them on the stadium. But let's say we have that kind of presence, I think it will be different. I'm very, very sure it will be different because we a lot of people are aware of the sports and the entertainment is bringing the money is bringing into the system. But it's just different here because we don't have we don't really have an active league like that. If I have to, the last league we did, they had to like do it to make sure like it looks, you know, uh, which English I could use. I know I use big grammar because the league no big. But we thank God they're actually trying their best, yeah, Abi.
But
So
Timmy, I actually need you to button on this, Timmy, because I know this is one of the things in the long run you guys hope to address with different
uh,
platforms. Like, what's your thought on it?
So I personally, my vision is for sports, particularly basketball, to have the same impact or view like that the West has. I want that to be the staple in Nigeria and across Africa as well. And I feel that right now where we are, I'm seeing a lot of input coming from the West into Africa. You can see the BAL, I think they're in season 4. This is their
Yeah.
4th season.
Yep.
And consistently made sure that, basketball is being played at that level. And, it's bringing some form of organization, right? But I think one thing that is missing is the marketing, the way we sell all these things to people. Because I believe that, and it's one of the things that I personally am going to address because I have a project coming up. It's more about creating that awareness and building that um, love for the game, similar to football.
Yeah.
Because at the time when I was, actively in Hoopdreams and we would have events, people that never played, never fancied basketball, whenever they came to the events, they were drawn to the party scene that was happening.
Yeah.
But it took time to watch the game. They found out that the game is actually really interesting. And, they kept coming because, we had the party thing and then we had a game that they could watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's more about bringing awareness, selling the game to people, and making individuals, whether private or public, realize that sports is lucrative everywhere else in the world. And with sports, it's a different thing when you look at it from different angles. For example, it's one thing to have a league, it's one thing to have analysts, it's one thing to have commentators, it's one thing
Yeah.
to have sports therapists, sports. It's a whole untapped
Yeah.
market that we have. So, I mean, so that's my view on it. I feel like where we are now isn't the best place where, someone that in my book is a superstar like Ileri, where he can easily get a pass, right? Imagine, just think about it. Imagine LeBron when he was in high school or something,
hmm.
and like, oh, they want him to come and play for the country, and then, in his high school, they're not giving him exemptions. Bro, it's trouble.
Close the high school down.
it's, it's trouble. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Facts.
We have a lot of people like Hilary who are talented, who need these exemptions to represent the country, right? Still not ignoring what they have to do, but they should be given that free space to
Yeah.
be able to pursue both worlds and still have everything intact for them.
Sometimes I also feel like it's something that's been ingrained in our culture. We never really regarded sports as something you could do for a living.
Right.
Everyone,
But I thought basketball was big one time in Nigeria. I used to hear that
hey,
when Super Sports was there,
hey,
that a lot of people used to come and watch and all that.
no, Basketball was actually big. It was, I wouldn't say it was
So,
big, but it was growing. Like I remember in 2017 when I first got into the league, right? That was when Kwesi came in with their huge amount of money to sponsor the league. I think they put on $2 million at that time for a space of 5 years. And you had it televised,
mhm.
live games televised on Kwesi Sports. And then I think prior to that,
Yeah, yeah,
20
it was going for like 3 months or so.
yeah, and in 2016 was the ABL, which is now the CBL Continental Basketball League. That's the one the CEO of Alpha Sports founded, Ugo Deze. I played on that as well, and that was great. Like that was the first. It was that time you could really see what marketing and branding could do to the game because
Mm.
he brought celebrities to the shows. People were paying for tickets just to come watch. It
Yeah,
was very much like the BAL. You got some of the international players coming mixed with our players that are back home, and it was just a different atmosphere, and it was great until what happened. What happened? Everyone's got political motives and different motives to the game. Not, I like to say they want to push the game forward, but they all have different ways of doing it. And obviously, no one could come on the same. They couldn't find the common ground, and that's what we have right now. Having how many months of basketball to decide who the champions of Nigeria is. It's crazy, but it is what it is, I
but,
guess.
but we have to appreciate the private bodies that are coming, even though it's not, I won't say it's not a lot, but at least it's helping guys play because you see a lot of talented guys around you. They are just they are not doing anything. And we say this basketball is what we want to do. Then let's say almost the whole of the year, you're not even doing what you love to do, like properly. You're only doing it maybe at set or something,
Yeah.
going about your life. So we have to appreciate the guys that come like January, like let's say the Lusadem,
Oh yeah.
Crown Elite, who else? Bullets, uh, then I think last year we had three different competitions. It was two, then the league. Yeah, two, then so
Well,
yeah.
I would also put this out. Like I envision a day where we could actually bring these guys together, like the
Hmm.
private entities that come in and host these little tournaments. Have them sit in a room and actually organize a bigger tournament together as a unit. Because it's all fun and games when you're able to do things every now and then, 1 month, 2 months tournaments. But if you look at the bigger picture, everyone comes in together. You're able to run something for a 3 month span and then guys are able to play longer. You have a 3 month tournament or a 3 month competition, and then you're ready for the league itself, which could be another 3 months, 4 months. That's 7 months of playing basketball actively and getting good bucks for your talent. It's something that should be discussed moving forward. But like you said, it's a lot of marketing, branding, bringing people with the same mindset into the same room and have those discussions. It is what it
Right.
is. Um, Mr. Ileri, national team experience. You've been there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There you
eight.
go.
We are counting down.
It's
We are counting down, man. How was it? What was your what was the first reaction you got when you were invited to one of those camps?
so um, I have this like very good relationship with Ogo. That's my question.
Oh yeah.
So I forgot to add. That's another like uh, uh, maybe it's add.
One of the influences. You say that English.
That's another influence in my basketball that helped me grow though. So with the first national team we went for, you like I will say for myself and Coin because we're closer to I'm closer to him than any other. Because we were scared like say we go actually make this thing because they called like 25 guys to come. I seen everybody the um, we were shooting our shots, we're not going. Well, at least we're doing other things that okay. See, we shall see as far as this shot go, I shall play defense. Nobody beats you. So we weren't really sure. So let me just say that we weren't really sure we were going to make the team. We're just hopeful. Then they called us to the room like, okay, like they'll call you one by one to the room. Then the GM, Coach Abdulrahman, who was there at that time? I think Coach Babatu was there. So they'll like talk to you, then they'll let you know if you're on the team. So when I got into the room, because of like the close relationship I have with Coach Ogo, it was like after they said what they really had to say, it was like you made it team. But because he said it,
You
because it was
thought,
Coach Ogo that told me. So I
uh-huh.
said, Coach, I beg, stop. I used to say I played it, I beg. Coach, you serious? So I was like, ah. And everybody was like, yo. So yeah, that's how the first one was. We went to Angola. Going into the game, I was like, okay, um, just have to do my best. I don't have to do too much or my basic mindset going the first time was just playing defense because I just felt that it will keep me longer on the court. So
Obviously.
I just noticed from playing defense, other things were coming, you know. The game where I had the I think that's my career in this national team set that yeah. So
Yeah.
that game I don't even know. I don't even know. I just went to the game with the same mindset then. I know the points were coming as you score the first of well, the national team will start. Now fine, we'll go with the night, we'll go back to the hotel. How many points did you score? You will calculate. So start the first, let's say like the first 2 3 times I went to national assignment. I was just trying to like chase points like for starts and all that. Then I got to realize that oh, there's more to this game than just trying to get started so that you can get job outside.
Mm-hmm.
Then I uh try to like add other things like especially when I went to China. China was where like I played. I feel like I played more of what I wanted to play thanks to Coach Abdulrahman. Because those coaches they don't try to like limit you
Yeah.
because a lot of coaches in Nigeria, they'll be like, hey, if you let's say you don't want to move that they've not seen, they say well since when you just start practicing that one, they will even wait for you to even come out. They will be saying shouting it from the side of the court. When did you practice that shot? So so those guys they don't limit you, they let you do but you must score, you must shot deliver.
Mhm. As it
Uh,
should be.
but I like the fact that they give players chance. They give players opportunities to like showcase themselves. They don't try to like limit players to a role or something, or trying to say, hey, you can't do this.
Yeah,
This is what you have to speak to every time.
that makes
So
sense.
that's part of what has boosted my confidence on the national team too.
That makes sense. I was watching one of the games, I think it was the African you guys went for. And there was a particular game I was watching Coin. I was like, so for people who don't know, Coin Sola Odufua is one of the other young guys that represented the country. I was watching it, I was
Baller.
like, Coin, I knew you take a lot of shots, but Coin, you take crazy amount of shots. Koyi does not care about anything when he gets to that floor. He's like, bro,
Yes,
I am
bro.
lighting this shit up.
Yeah. There
But I
was
love
one,
the
there was
kid,
one time,
man.
there was one time they were complaining about two of us that we don't pass the ball. Like they, they called a meeting. They called a meeting. But the first thing they said was, sorry, I want to, now he talks now, fast, fast. Sorry, I want to make mention about one. Konya and Michael, you guys are fast.
Oh man.
So then I realized that it's true. You have to like play for others too. It's not every time about yourself because at the end of the day, it's a team game. And
True.
if you win, they are not saying, "Hey, it's this man that won. It's the team that won." So
Yep.
when we won that game, that first game against Ivory Coast, they didn't say it was this guy or this guy. It was
Mm-hmm.
everybody. So that's just it.
But
So
then
I
is it like tough in because for me as a guard, like there are times where I get into a game and I understand, okay, this is what we need to do to win. But for other players who have the tendency to score or to be the X factor for their teams, like someone like you, are there certain times in the game that you get to feel like, okay, I need to actually impose my will a different way, be it by scoring, by playing defense? Are there times like that in games that it just comes to your mind, okay, I need to do this a lot better so that we can have a chance to win?
yes. Sometimes like that. Um, there was this game. There was this game when he was injured. When he was injured, I think there was another man that I'm not sure now. So I had to like play two sometimes, which not naturally I play three most of the time. Sometimes I play four. So I
Which
don't
is
really
weird.
play two.
Why will you play
Yes.
four? Yeah,
Because he's
six, yeah,
4.
6'3", 6'4".
Six
Wait till you
four.
define.
So Coach Abdulrahman actually called me to the room one day and he said one of the things uh, that gives me an edge is that I can guard multiple positions.
Yep, yep.
So yeah, so I think that's part of the reason why they feel uh, funny. Funny enough and surprisingly, I play that four position very well too sometimes. So myself, I'm surprised sometimes when I can drop and play from four. So, like you said, coming back to your question, yeah, and sometimes that you just feel like you have to like impose your way, like, oh, more today, no passing, or is that no passing, or okay, today I will pass better, or today there's just something I have to do. Okay, today I want to just play only this guy. I want to play only defense. I don't. Want to. So yeah,
True, true.
yeah.
Got it. Now, those experiences that you've had, you're about to go for the BL right now, right? And you've got new recruits on the team. I think you guys have like 5 overseas players on the team right now.
Six.
6 of them.
No,
Now,
yeah, six.
how are you guys preparing for the BL? I think it's next month. You guys should be leaving by May 3rd or
We're,
May
li-
5th. I
we're,
don't know.
we're leaving. What's this date? I think we're leaving Monday. I don't know. Monday, most likely Monday. So
So
maybe we can get
what's
practice
what's
there.
the what do you expect from the whole thing, building up from your practices and moving into the tournament? Do you
Yeah,
guys
I
really
expect.
stand a chance?
Yeah, I believe that. I'm telling you confidently now.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's
Mark
see
my word.
Uh-huh.
We are going to. Hmm, we are going to shake beer.
Yes, sir.
I love the
But
sound of
this
it.
this this team is actually good. This team is, grace of God, I'm sure we should be able to qualify to the next phase, compete better than we've done like in the past few years.
Come
So
on.
we'll be practicing. We'll be practicing. Some guys joined it because I don't know, maybe like they're prepared. Their teams have to like leave them late and all that stuff. But we've had practice together, and so far the guys are doing good. Everybody's ready. Everybody's
Yeah,
prepared.
can't wait.
Come on, I need you to turn what he said into like a crazy promo. But flat out.
For sure.
Everybody will notice.
For
Yes, everybody
sure.
should know this. Everybody should know this. River Hoopers. River Hoopers is going to.
Mhm.
Yes,
You
sir.
just watch out. You just watch out.
I'm actually excited because, it's not every time you get to watch guys that you've played with or that have been on a certain level together play at those kind of stages and actually be able to perform. We've had times where you have guys play on certain teams, be it on the national team or somewhere else, and you'd be like, why are they not playing this guy? Why isn't he getting court time? Because you know what he can do. But it's exciting that a lot of things are changing with the way basketball
Yeah.
is in Nigeria. So it makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm hoping that you really, show out there. You
Come on,
and
he's
the
gonna
other
show
guys,
up.
show out.
He's going to
Show
be
out.
ready. Be ready.
Yeah, moving forward, Timmy, I know we spoke off camera about this, but we talked about branding earlier on in the show. Like now I want us to chip in on building a personal brand. Like Ileri, I unconsciously is trying to build his personal brand. I've seen it in some, advertisements on social media, you know.
Show them. Repping.
But yeah, how has that journey been like building something from scratch, something that we are not used to for athletes back home?
I think it's exciting, and with me, I feel like this is something that we need to see in Nigeria. I mean, not just in basketball, cutting across all sports, because if you look everywhere else, when you think about people like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, these people are professional athletes, but they are real life heroes
Right.
to people where they come from, right? And it's because they've been able to cultivate this image, right? Like, and branding and marketing is done in Nigeria. We see it everywhere. We see it done for people that go into Big Brother Nigeria, right? People
Mm-hmm.
that go influencers that maybe have made a story for themselves one way or the other, but we are yet to really see it in sports. And I feel like bridging that gap will open up the minds and raise awareness of people that wow, sports is actually can actually become a thing and become a big thing in Nigeria, because my goal is not for our athletes to leave and maybe join the NBA or go to EuroLeague. My vision is to have something very, very sustainable for us here, right? That allows them to maybe not exactly make that kind of money, but puts them in that position where they love to play the game, and the game is alive here, right? And they can make and earn a good living while living here in their
Yep.
homeland. So all those things kind of play together, right? And in building that picture, in building that vision. So Larry, I tell him all the time, on camera, off camera, he's Mr. Nigeria. Like
Oh
there's
yeah, Mr. Naija. Oh yeah.
Ogbayo. I said it. In China, you have athletes advertising for beds. Like, it's crazy. They're advertising beds. Like, what it concern basketball with bed? I don't
You
even
go
know.
need sleep well now. If you don't sleep
You
well,
go
sure
have
you
it.
go play
no,
well.
but you hoop well, exactly.
They're advertising everything in China. Yo, it's crazy. Yo. What the
Exactly.
hell,
It's all
Yeah.
about telling that
yeah.
story, right? To me, where he's come from, what he's been through, and where he's going should be things that people coming up after him can look up to and be like, yeah, I want to be like him when I'm growing up, right? I think it's very possible. And is something that, the world is going to see very soon because I have hope in him and I have hope in a lot of people in this
God.
country. Talent is crazy right now. And I think this is the perfect time to blow it up.
Yeah, like to chip in on what you said, we've got so much going on back home that we do not recognize the kind of talent we've got. Like there's so much chaos in the air. So we are not
Right.
able to focus and try to build what we've got going. How many are we in the country? Over 200 million people. You can't tell me that at least 40 million of those people are not invested in basketball
Last
that you
we
can
checked.
appeal to. So it's crazy that we don't actually focus on the right things. But I think we are used to the chaos right now, so it's only time for us to change. Isn't
Right.
that right, Ilay? Make we adjust one or two things. Maybe
And
you
now
go
one or two things there. Now one or two things there just
you feel
for
me.
this Nigeria. When Nigeria, we need to reset.
You go reach time that now you go to send me money now. I don't go need come back house.
Amen. But no, sir, make I no talk here. Make I no use all my mouth. So.
I don't already know what you want to talk. You decrease. You be clown. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
bro. Now, life away from basketball is something that we don't talk about so much. I
Mm.
don't think a lot of people really tend to grasp that we have something else apart from basketball. People will see you now on your Instagram, now basketball full of all your beach pictures and show you the show abs left and right. But what do you tend to do when you're away
You
from the
guys,
game?
you guys sell market, man. You don't go sell market. I'm
That's his own
after.
marketing.
I enjoy. Make I put my shirt. Leave me, leave me. Ah, make I put my shirt. Now my market with that. Make I sell out.
Oh. What do you do outside basketball, this guy? Like what do you do for fun? What's those things that really attract that appeals to you when you're away from the game?
Uh, uh, just to chop life the best way I can.
What
Uh,
is your definition of
uh,
chop life?
chop life. You know what they say? They call home court.
This guy is
You
a
get one
psycho.
place. There's one place we call home court, but now I can't say it here.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. If you want to know more about home court, you
Mm.
have to come to home court. They will let you know how we do in home court. So basically, what I do to just have fun. What do I do? I like going to the beach and all that. Now I'm trying to have right now. I'm trying to the way things are going in this country. If if you enjoy, if you don't get, waiting going to give you money. So now I'm trying. I want to
That's
enjoy. I want to enjoy business. I want to do business for fun. So I'm looking at what I can do aside basketball, aside school. That will, and I want to go into culinary school. So this is my secret. Don't tell anybody. Yes.
you see.
This was
It can be your
just for fun,
secret.
sha.
You see, that's one of the things we're talking about. It cannot be your secret because that's something that appeals to another set of people, another group of people entirely. So you cannot be your secret. Let
So
us know.
now because it's because I've not started now. Like I'm still looking for money to go to like but it's not the one I will learn. I will pay 25K online to somebody.
Go and pay it
So
for
know
to
in
Udabasi
a
now.
to become a zero,
No doubt.
no. It's still an idea and why still an idea? Because the resources is coming by God's grace to put that to work. So that's something I want to do. See culinary, a lot of things I want to do, but let's leave it at that for now. For now.
That alone self don't open my eye. Nobody we'll start to find where waiting with the cook.
There was one time I wanted to be a model. That's why I see my man Bosho can't but when I look, remember, I say, when I get killed, people
This
I
guy,
kill leg,
bro.
I kill leg will reduce the pay. So I just make I just use them as that work wey they do. Sako, remember that work you were doing before you
I don't
left
know.
Nigeria?
I don't know what you talk about.
No, you know the work. You know the work. We should not say it here, but
Yeah.
that's just it.
Oh yeah.
So
That's great
yeah.
talk, man. Great talk. We're coming down to the end of the interview, but yeah, rapid fire questions for you and my guy Timmy. Real quick, basketball related questions. Who is your GOAT first and foremost?
Paul George. Paul George is my
You
goat.
better get away from here. you
Paul
better
George.
you better get away from here.
Oh, my God, too. Michael Jordan, that is number one. Always. I don't know. I like Michael Jordan too much.
On a serious note, Timmy,
Sorry.
is Paul George your GOAT?
Bro,
I don't
Or is he
know.
like your favorite player to watch?
no, I mean, okay, to be honest, I think they're different things, right?
Mm.
The goods of basketball,
Mm-hmm.
right, is different from my goods,
Oh,
right?
yeah, okay. Okay, that
Exactly.
makes sense. That makes
My
sense.
goat is Paul George from when he used to be PG-24, dunking on LeBron in Indiana, all those things. Oh my God. To now, smooth, calm, relaxed. Bro, PG is my goat, though.
Yeah, the guy is solid. I actually like PJ a lot. I always say like is the smoothest player in the league.
Bro, he's the best to me. I think other than Kevin Durant, I feel like he's the best built player in the league.
Yeah.
To have
Funny,
everything.
funny, I used to hate on Kevin Durant, but that man is Jesus Christ. How can someone be so good? Like I couldn't help it. I just had to you know what? Somebody I like it, Jerry.
Who do you guys have winning the title this year?
I'm confused
Jokic,
as hell.
Denver.
I don't even know. I don't think Denver will win this thing. I'll be happy if Denver won, though, but man, I'm confused myself. I swear I can't say this person or this person.
I think
Everything
it's
looks
Denver.
like.
I think
Are
it's
you
Denver
sure?
because there's a way. I think the road that they've climbed and
Hmm.
get to the top of that mountain last year,
Mm-hmm.
coming back again with the same set of people, same mindsets. They are more relaxed, bro.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't even sign
Jamal
someone.
Jamal Murray is cooking the Lakers.
I
Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. What's that guy? Aaron Gordon. They're cooking,
I
cooking.
I saw a meme a few days ago. Like they said, since AD hit that game winner against them in the bubble, Jamal Murray is coming for for them every game since then.
It's crazy.
Honestly,
Jamal
uh,
Murray and Aaron Gordon. I think they're the X factors besides Jokic, because
Jokic will always be Jokic.
yeah, because when those guys step up, I don't think anybody can touch them.
Facts. I also see them winning. I see them winning it all. And we can see the chaos that is happening with the Suns and Minnesota. Suns are down 3-0
Yeah.
right now. The young Bucks are coming up and they're like backing at everybody.
I feel
So,
like
but that's how it is here in Nigeria too. The young bucks
Mm-hmm.
won't be look at
Everybody they vex.
Aziz one MVP. Look on dribble, no, just they teach everybody. Ah, so that's how it is, yeah. It's just like
Mike, what's the favorite game of your career so far?
favorite game. Includes can I is it the
Everything
every like
entirely. Everything.
favorite game was okay, I'm not sure you were there, but it was at Manchester that when we had these runs, when we used to have these
Oh,
runs.
oh, with Aki.
40 pits.
Those were good runs, man. Those were really good
That
runs.
was the best of
Honestly,
my life, yo.
like,
Yeah, I wasn't even counting, but I was like, then I was I don't score plenty. There's this boy who's police college. His name is Atoko. Like, how many points I will score? Say 40, 40 something. I was like,
yeah, those were
this will
good
be my best
runs.
game.
Those were good runs. Timmy, I don't know if you've met him yet. There's a guy I played with him in the CBL. His name is Akintunde. What's the second name now? Akna.
He will know Aki now.
You
Aki
should know
now.
Akin.
Aki now.
Detail Academy.
His details.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. So back then he used to have runs at Dolphin Punch Estates, Dolphins,
Okay.
right? And so he would invite guys to come in, just like they did in the summer over in the US. A lot of guys will come in, will have runs, and it was intense. Like I would like to say at that point it was the best of the best within our age range, the younger guys that will
I
come in
know.
and just battle it out. Those were solid runs. I
I
remember
know.
those days like crazy.
Ask me what was my favorite, what was my best game in
Wait,
my
what's
whole
your own best game?
my
Oh yeah.
career, my solid career. Um, when I was in high school,
Yeah.
we made the final set of games for Akofa in 2017. And so in that first game, I think I played ISL. And that game,
ISL. ISL.
exactly. That game was crazy. We're giving, bro, was back to back. Like there was no outstanding lead. Maybe it would be up by a point or 2 points. That's how intense the game was. And I was front running the whole thing for my team. And so towards the end of the game, I think they were up one. We had a couple of minutes left, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. And so we had a timeout. And our coach was like, yo, he drew up this player and he was like, get Anako the ball. Anako, if you're free, shoot shots. But these guys, before we had gone on timeout, these guys already knew that I was front running the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so at that point, they were basically double teaming me. So one of my friends, one of my teammates at the time, he was like, Anako, if you're free. I mean, if you're not free, I'm open. I said no, Allah. So we set up the play. Then as you know it, two of them just came straight to me at the top of the key. And then I found my friend in the corner, passed the ball to him. The smoothest play I've seen in my life. You know how they do games, like if you watch Coach Carter and all those
Yeah.
basketball games, I'm
Everything
telling you,
slows down.
this thing happened in front of my eyes. I gave my friend the ball in the corner, Lee. He took the ball. He pump faked their center. The center came out to block him. He pump faked him, flew, took a side step at the 3 point line, took the shot, and he entered. Bro, I'm telling you, the whole when I've seen the whole arena turned up, and I was like, bro, we still have some minutes to play. No, but inside that moment, that was the crazy. That's still hands down one of the craziest experiences I've seen playing basketball.
I don't think a lot of people understand that kind of feeling like you get from
Mhm.
those moments. Like, bruh,
Yeah.
there are crazy times. Even when you're watching it in real time or you go back and watch it, be like, man, we actually did this shit. We did this
Yeah,
shit.
it was
That's
something.
crazy, man. What's your favorite sneakers of all time? Which one of them do you like playing in or just like dabbing?
For basketball.
It doesn't have to be for basketball. But you everything where you do, no be basketball related, it be.
I don't get favorite sneaker. That's my problem. Like growing up, see, we dey also for shoe. So any shoe wey you just give me, any shoe, like I had to get used to like play with heavy shoes. Like
Mm-hmm.
most of the times I used to play with very, very heavy shoes. There was this shoe that my friend gave me then. His name is Femi. Akinola. You know Femi Akinola
Yeah.
now. The States now. He gave me one blue Nikes. I think it was Jordan, but I don't know where they made that Jordan. So it was made of plastic, like strong plastic. If I kick anybody with that shoe. So I have not really had the preference to be honest. Even till now, like I still have that issue, like saying if somebody wants to get me a shoe, just show me anyone that the color is fine. Just give me.
Are
I
you are
love
you a
color.
Nike guy or Adidas guy or Puma guy or Under Armour guy?
Nike. I think I got Nike because now Nike get done, Sabi. Thank you, Jerry.
Timmy, what about you?
I think my favorite pair of basketball, I'll just use basketball sneakers. Favorite pair of basketball sneakers I had were LeBron 12s. So it was around that period where LeBrons were crazy.
You're literally
The
the first person that says LeBron's are their favorite shoes. I've never
no,
heard that before.
that's my favorite pair of LeBron shoes ever, bro. They were purple. I think that time people still used to put a lot of thought into like shoes, and like the shoe game thing was still really was a thing back in the day, where you would note that maybe this game LeBron is wearing this colorway, the next game is wearing this colorway. That game, he has these editions, things like that. Same thing with Kyrie when his shoes first came out. But my favorite pair has to be LeBron 12. That LeBron 12. I had those. I rocked those shoes, man. Clean everywhere. Whether I'm playing ball or not, I'm wearing those shoes.
Man, I've not, like I said, I've not heard that before. Because most people say LeBron's, man. When LeBron's coming, it means like LeBron's bow. Are you kidding me?
The older ones, 11 and 12s, those ones were different.
Oh, great. Final one, man. This is for you, Michael. Moving forward, what are your plans moving forward from now on? You know, expanding your horizon between in the game and out of the game. Have you got any things that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, hopefully the main goal is to like get jobs like outside, like, overseas, you know. Then there's this program we're trying to run now, which this initiative that Apple brought to me, and I really, really, really like the idea. I want to be invested in it too. The school and basically those are just the three. I'm trying to get money, you know, money. I think that's make this money, by all means.
But
But for
those were
now,
Development is the cocoa. Feel you
yes,
guys,
so
man. Thank you guys for joining in, man. I really appreciate y'all coming on. Hopefully, we'll be
it's an
able to do
honor.
this some other time. We'll definitely do it some other time because we need better talk. After your BL matters and everything, we'll
all
definitely
right.
get on
Yeah,
a chat. Probably do it on a live. I think that would be great as well. Entertain questions from people on the live and see their own perspective of things with your development, as we said. But yeah, thanks you guys for joining in, man. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you
thank you,
for having me,
boss.
man.
It's an honor
Appreciate
to
you.
be here. Yeah,
Appreciate you. Flat
great
out
stuff.
doing big things.
All right, man. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you everyone watching. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time. Flat out.
All right, peace.